A lot of times in this day and age, we say you've got to stand up. You've got to speak your truth. But the truth is that not everybody's going to understand your truth. Not everybody is going to be able to accept your truth. And some people are going to gaslight you into believing that your truth is not the truth. Some people are going to have a hard time with the facts in your story. People are going to see things through their own filter, and they're going to either believe you or not believe you. But the truth is that we don't have to explain ourselves. We don't have to explain why we do things. We don't have to explain or justify our actions. We don't have to explain to anybody why we are saying no. But we feel like we have to. As Christians, we feel like we have to come with an answer. I can't go here because. I can't come to work because I'm sick. And we go into detail about us being sick. And we tell our friends details that they don't need to know. All we need to say is no. And we don't have to justify our calling. We don't have to justify why it is that we believe that God called us to these people instead of these people. But a lot of times, because people in your inner circle, people around you, people in your church, do not have the same calling as you, they think that you're wrong. And as long as you know that you've heard from God, you don't need to explain it. You don't need to explain why God called you. You don't need to explain God's calling on your life. You don't have to explain your actions to anyone. Remember, Jesus gave him no answer. God knows the truth, and that's enough. God knows the truth about what happened in that situation 10 years ago. God knows the truth about why you're called. God knows the truth about your calling. God knows the truth about all the accusations that have been laid against you. But just because it doesn't look good in the natural doesn't mean that God is not for you. God is still for you. God still sees the truth. God is still going to vindicate you. It's just we have to wait for God's timing. God doesn't need you to explain him. God doesn't need you to tell people what he's doing. You don't have to explain to people, and they don't have to understand. Not everybody's going to understand your calling. Not everybody is going to understand the dreams you have in your heart. Only God knows the truth, and God is going to bring it to pass in his timing.